Welcome into Warriors Today. I am Will Scott. Coming up on today's show, we have a major, and I mean major, Andrew Wiggins update. We will tell you what that is. And also, Draymond Green spoke about his future with the Dubs. We'll tell you what he said on today's show. But first, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're almost to a massive milestone here on YouTube. 50,000 subscribers is in reach. Need about 300 more. So go down, hit that subscribe button. And if we can get there by the end of the month, we will not go into sub-only mode, but we've got to get there by the end of this month. There's some rumors that we might have to go sub-only, so we want everyone to have access to the channel. So be sure to subscribe. Help us get to 50,000 subscribers by the end of this month. Let's start today's show talking about Andrew Wiggins. He will play in Game 1 of the NBA playoffs against the Sacramento Kings on Saturday night. Shams Charania tweeting this out just moments ago. Warriors forward Andrew Wiggins is clear to play in Game 1 versus the Kings on Saturday, his first game since February 13th. Golden State is leaning toward Wiggins coming off the bench in a 20 to 25-minute playing time role, sources tell me and Anthony Slater. Here's what Steve Kerr said recently about Wiggins. He's really looked good this week. He looks really good in the scrimmages, and we'll continue to give him more each day. Then we'll get a read on it. We'll see how he looks on Saturday, but we're thrilled to get him back. So for the first time in 2 months, Andrew Wiggins will be playing for the Golden State Warriors, and his return comes in the NBA playoffs. So having him back for this series against a very good Sacramento team is huge, especially since you don't have home court advantage here, is the 6th seed. Kevon Looney said this about Wiggins. He's a player that guards the other team's best player, and he's a guy that when the shot clock is getting low, when he can just throw him the ball and he's going to go get a bucket. That's something we've been missing all year. To have him back for the playoffs is going to be important for our team. The playoffs, teams start taking some things away. Sometimes you got to go get a bucket, and he's one of the best at that. Wiggins on this roster might be what the Dubs needed to get back to the NBA Finals, that needed juice for this Golden State team that has not played their best basketball really all season as the number 6 seed. They're the defending champs, though, and they're going to be a tough team to beat, especially now that you have Andrew Wiggins back. And Gary Payton is back as well, who, of course, was huge for the Warriors during that championship run last year. I mean, he was absolutely massive off the bench. So having him back as well is going to be really important for this basketball team. If you're pumped about Wiggins returning to the roster, spam Dubs down in the comments section if you're excited to have Andrew Wiggins back. Weeks and weeks of speculation about when he was going to come back. We finally know now that he will be back on Saturday for that first game of the first round against Sacramento. Let's talk about Draymond Green now. He got candid about his future with the Golden State Warriors. We'll tell you what he said here in a second. But first, you got to go pick up some playoff gear. Chatsports.com/Dubs playoff. Got some shirts to choose from. I love that shirt specifically. Chatsports.com/Dubs playoffs. That link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Go and pick up a playoff shirt. Still some time to go get one before the playoffs begin on Saturday. Draymond Green said this. I've been here 11 years. I've done everything that you can possibly do here. Why would I want to go somewhere else and try to do it again? To prove to the people that say Draymond can only play on that team, he can't play anywhere else. Should I try to go prove those people wrong? I've been proving those people wrong. Those same people said I never make it to the NBA. I'm not going to waste my time trying to prove the same idiots wrong that I proved wrong a million times over. And I don't think Green has to prove anything to anyone. He's had a remarkable career. He's been a cornerstone of this Warriors dynasty, 4 NBA championships with him on this team. So I really don't think he has to prove anything to anyone. But it's interesting to hear those comments about, maybe he wants to stay in the Bay. Draymond also said this: I would love to finish my career here. That's been my goal since maybe signing this current contract that I'm on. It looked like a more realistic thing with me finishing here. I also don't want to play 20 years in the NBA. I want to play 15 years in the NBA. I think that's very realistic, that 4 more years, I'll still be contributing at a high level. I'll still be able to give to a team and live up to the contracts that I'll be on. I do want to be here. As far as that probability goes, I can't necessarily give you that because it's not up to me. If it's totally up to me, I can 100% tell you that I finished my career here, but that's not something that's totally up to me. So Draymond Green, who has admitted before he's pretty unsure about his future in Golden State, has now come out and said that he would like to stay in Golden State and that he will if the opportunity presents itself, but it's not up to him. It's up to Bob Myers and this front office. But, of course, he has been essential in this dynasty that has featured 4 championships. He's won Defensive Player of the Year multiple times. So I really like, what Draymond has contributed and continues to contribute. The numbers have remained solid over the last couple seasons. He has been incredibly consistent. Should the Warriors keep Draymond Green? Y for yes or in for no down in the comment section. Go down and let me know. I mean, if Draymond wants to stay and he doesn't necessarily want to be insanely overpaid, then yeah, I think the Warriors should bring him back. Got that game coming up on Saturday. It is a pick'em in Sacramento. The total is at 238.5. The game will tip off at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time from Sacramento on Saturday. This is an interesting spread here. Interesting bet. Which Cali team advances the furthest? The Warriors are actually ahead of everyone else, even though they're the 6th seed. Plus 150, the Lake Show plus 225, the Clips at plus 325, and the Kings at plus 735. So even though the Kings are the 3 seed and the Warriors are the 6 seed, Vegas is expecting Golden State to advance past Sacramento. But do not sleep on this Kings team. The Sacramento team is very good. They have been consistent all year long. They are the 3 seed for a reason. They have been a good basketball team. Certainly do not write this team off. And not to mention, that place is a tough place to play. You got to take at least one of the first 2. Some players to watch in this series. You got Wiggins coming back. That's huge. Gary Payton's back. Steph Curry, he's going to be lighting up the stat sheet. And then Klay Thompson. How good is Klay Thompson going to be? He's got to step up and contribute for this Golden State team. Who is the Warriors' X factor for this series? Go down in the comments section, chime in. Who do you think is the X factor for the Dubs? Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Again, almost at 50,000 subscribers. Help us get there by the end of the month. We're going to continue to have you guys covered with Warriors news and rumors. Again, got to get to 50K by April 30th, and we will not go sub only.